It was a bamboozle.
Donations.
I put my donation in.
Introduction
It says
super
please
quick.
wait.
So I'm Wops23.
Donation
Playing this game
submitted.
since about 2014. It's a huge
That's in
favorite
there.
of mine. Joining me on the couch we have,
I'm Amerlin. Hi.
and then on the calling
boy
in over
Brady.
Discord is one of the developers of Cloudbuilt. Gaffgar.
Oh wow,
Would you like to
they got
tell
Gaffgar.
us a
We
little
have
bit about
us
yourself?
on Discord.
There's some dude shitting on Hokies.
It wasn't
in the
Gaffgar
chat.
there last time.
Called Gaffgar or Anders Tavalius. I'm creative director at Coilworks, and yeah.
Oh, number 3 in the
First
world.
game
What a guy.
a few
Sucks.
years back.
It's really good.
It's ridiculous how good it is, actually. So I'm ready to go. Give you the countdown.
Somebody in the
3,
chat just
1,
saying
go.
ethnic repeatedly.
Good luck, Brendan.
What?
Good luck.
Let's go.
Did knows the
We
way
have this
to
little
Cloud
intro
Built.
over here. Most of the games are centered around the jetpack, which we get in the next level. However, this one is mainly just meant to introduce the way Demi likes to move around, what she likes to grab onto, without complicating things too much.
Oh wow,
Jetpack.
Brendan's got that nice announcer
One thing
voice,
to notice
dude.
here is
Dude,
that
yeah.
Very
you
cool.
grab
I like this.
literally everything.
He's
It's
cool
hot.
and collected.
It's pretty ridiculous how sticky she
Oh
is.
yeah.
Dude, someone on the couch said something. Oh my
And
god.
then later on,
Fuck the couch. Brendan,
start.
OP. Fuck the couch.
everything, or grab one of two things.
Let's get a speed run of Brendan with a couch of
Do
Brendan.
the extend screen so you can like have your own screen over there, Joey.
I'm just trying to make
New
this.
game. It will pause.
You've got the couch is saying something.
Dude, FOV, FOV up. Oh shit.
No FOV change.
First level with the jetpack
Actual
is-
pussy.
It's one of the hardest levels to speedrun because it's so linear. There's not
Oh, this is
really
gonna take an hour. Estimate 55 minutes.
actually fast.
Yeah, he's running the full DLC.
So,
Oh, he did. Wait, he's running the full game.
Virginia Tech cookies. People saying some shit in chat.
That energy
Uh-oh.
bar at the
Oh,
bottom
yeah,
is
that dude
their
freaking-
jetpack energy. It's 100.
An actual fast
and
game.
A jump takes 25. A dash takes.
This looks
Wait,
awesome.
I'll pull up the Twitch chat on my
takes
computer.
25, jump takes 33,
Hold on.
and a dash and jump
Twitch
together
chat,
takes 45. But if you, the one that's
I got it down here.
And it's
Why
just
don't you put
Borderlands
extend
3.
screen, Joey, and put it on the right screen so it doesn't take up too much
Yellow
screen
energy
space.
pickups you see me grabbing out.
This looks like the most beautiful game I've never heard of.
I don't want to like go away from like my other play it.
Oh no.
Why?
Is this
We'll go back to
Run
the-
ruined.
But the
Live stream
little
failed.
energy
Start.
warps are really important for chain together.
is this
What do I do? What do I do? Where is
I'm
it?
missing one back there caused me to have to alter my
Where is
route
it?
so that I could actually.
You just hit the Windows key and you click extend, yeah.
Way too fast. People are sad.
It is too
Too
fast.
bad my brain hurts. I'm watching a speedrun that's too fast.
Wait, why? Why?
This
Why
is
did?
Borderlands.
Placeable checkpoints? This is so sad.
jeez.
Okay, I'm
No,
gonna.
it's Brendan.
Blind in the eye.
Oh,
Oh no, what's going
Off to a
on?
fantastic.
Trunk's gonna
All the
he's
jitters
gonna
back.
get tilted.
Joey, brought the screen back.
So tilted.
Speaking of jitters,
Speaking of jitters.
Everybody in the chat saying reset. Oh no.
Then he makes it look very easy.
Nah, you can bring this ish
I'm gonna
back.
be quiet for a second while I get it
think
back
you
to
can.
you.
That's true.
Choke someone
There we go,
first
there we
level.
go. I
Ouchie,
see.
oof,
So-
oof.
The dash jumps I was talking about, if you do a little bit of math, you'll notice that you can do 2 dash jumps on a full bar of energy.
He's like, I can't get it done right now.
And that
He's just
leaves
going
you
around.
10 energy left over.
Oh shit.
There we go.
Into a
Third time's the charm, boys.
There we go.
Still got still got
That's
S.
all that matters.
but logs can
First
utilize
try.
to gain more height or distance as needed.
Okay, he got it. Recovered.
This next level
You
is
had
in
me at
contrast
hello.
to these
First
first.
guy, wait,
This
wait.
level's essentially
Back
just
on the
a big mix.
couch. Let's root for the
And this is where
Hokies.
you
Big
can see the
stash.
first
Let's
example
rub it in my
of
nuts.
this part of
What a great message.
I can charge up a dash.
Oh, here he goes with that the edge jump thing that he was doing in game design class.
Because we mentioned
Yeah.
earlier that
Yeah, he
the
did.
jump is what's discounted.
I think he did inside this too.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Oh fuck
video.
Opposed to 2.
Clap, clap,
Two
clap.
jumps that he's done.
Clutch God.
Wait, did everyone already click their donate thing?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta.
Yes.
Skafgar, I actually had a
Come on,
question
couch.
while we were practicing commentary.
Face
I
it.
asked Mubs, and he didn't know this. How long does it take for a Demi to start recharging energy when she's standing still?
You start recharging. Oh, do you mean the quick charge?
Yeah.
Like there is.
Hopefully we don't have a
Okay.
repeat of last time Brendan interviewed Gafgar where the entire
I've
Twitch
been-
chat thought that
I've been so
he
deep
was
into
bullying Gafgar. It was like,
Cloudbuilt
no
that-
bully Gafgar.
Like the remake of the remake, so I don't feel
Well,
like I can
Gafgar
comment
deserves
on
to be
my
bullied.
head.
He made a bad game.
Sorry, but I think it's about 1.6 seconds or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I mean that sounds about right.
Who's
Game
talking?
is a real stat.
Triggers after you've
Real
been standing still on a.
I'm clicking
Oh.
right now with my love eyes.
This guy is hot.
And
Oh
when I
no.
wait for energy,
Hell yeah.
I need to make sure that I exit and use
Brendan
life
getting
saving
some
throws
internet
as
poon.
quickly as possible to get my energy back.
I donated
It's one of my
$20.
favorite skips.
Yeet,
See if I
yeet.
can get it first try.
Big spender.
So this is called disc skip. I gotta
Big
land
spender.
directly on top.
Dude,
of
he's
it.
standing on the
And
thing.
from there,
Yeah.
jump up and skip about. And the funny thing about that is those guys are actually named keepers. They're only
They can
jobs.
eat my butt.
Got caught on the call. Like, we didn't intend it.
It was so intended, you know.
I think they're really great within the community. People who work actually just mad geniuses. They get really lucky like 45 times in a row.
Well,
Is this part of
like,
the plan?
Jeez.
like the level designer is so happy when you skip a level in 2 jumps. So
Oh, I'm sure. When we put in multiple dozens of hours of work, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go buy this in 20 minutes.
Look at that.
So this jump can be really finicky. 2 things can happen here. Oh, we got the good jump.
Dang, good one, nice.
So ideally we would land on that platform. Alternatively, if you don't get the height you need, there's a checkpoint you can land on below there, which you can then traverse the level from there. But it's the
Oh.
yeah, that jump's nice.
What is that emote with the dude's glasses?
Failed to mention
Oh my god. That's amazing.
So we're gonna
Jeez.
take a couple seconds to explain what can be done in about half a second.
Why does this guy keep
Oftentimes
bringing
when
up
we're
the
referring to something that just happened?
world record and
The,
shit?
Yeah, you gotta
the
we're
guy
keeping
that
on your toes.
That's probably what he's known for in the chat.
doing good. Brendan, because everyone, yeah,
we haven't
Brendan,
even
yeah.
mentioned the weapon yet, right?
Yeah, so I was actually gonna get to that. So Demi's blaster, which you can see in the center of the screen
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, has 3 levels of charge. It has yellow, which
Wait, is that the guy
has,
that comes to
a decent amount
competitions
of
or not?
homing, does a little bit of damage, a little bit of knockback.
Yeah.
Green,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is, again, a little bit of homing.
What'd you say, Nathaniel?
Yeah, the fan is kind of
Style
long.
choice.
We're having like a
Homing,
chat
but,
amongst
a lot of
themselves.
damage
We're just kind of
and a
getting
lot
bits and
knockback
pieces.
compared to the other two. So you'll notice while
Bad
I'm
boy.
looking down, looking
Oh,
at
there's the
heat,
bottom half of
yeah,
glasses,
that's
man.
who's charging a blue shot to kind of
This
bounce
game looks
off
rad
the
as heck, and he censored
little
heck.
extra height,
What?
and sometimes it does make the difference in making a
Heck
jump.
is a bad word.
Make the jump.
Please.
And
No
there's
sleep
another
in 4
first
days,
section
good
of this
job,
game.
dude.
Overall, we're
Oh
doing,
no. I stream
Boogie
why?
Fights,
Okay.
Which, as it sounds,
Yeah, my
is
stream
the
did
entire
that
game.
too.
Every single level that's
Yeah,
ever
every now and then I
officially
have the
released
same
over
problem.
Cloudbuilt will be played. And the first section that we're doing is the
Oh,
original 22.
shit, I forgot what
As the
my
name implies, is the
Twitch
22 levels that were
login
released
was.
when the game first came out.
What?
And these levels are divided into 4
I'm trying to
branches.
log into Twitch and I forgot what it was.
This is the final level of the first branch.
What
I'm
the
not a
fucking
robot.
rainbow
As a
guy?
result, there are essentially 4 final
Log
levels that we're going
in.
to be
Please, please,
contending
please,
with.
please, please. Dang it. It's not my task.
And each of them is harder than the last, so he's doing them kind of in difficulty order. And then the hardest of the original.
The
20
Defiance
is
levels are
Deployment,
easy.
which is absolutely hands
I'm
down.
beating the hardest one.
Not my favorite level.
If you
No.
believe Christian, he actually beat Brendan's time.
That is just true.
I guess how do you feel about everybody hating on redeployment?
Christian's the best gamer.
I don't think that's
the raddest gamer.
when we learned it, but yeah.
It
Well,
took me like
was actually
3
made
hours.
to be at the release.
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't always
made
wake
to
up
be
this
that
early,
level you
but when I
take
do,
I don't like the-
it's for WAPs.
Take the first time, so
Nice
wanted there to be
clean
something
quality.
You know what I mean? Like,
for you to strive towards. So
this is my least
if
favorite.
people find it too difficult in the beginning, we're actually happy about it.
I totally found it difficult.
All it up, bright as day. Rainbow guy knows the way.
I didn't even touch Defiance.
Great name.
Defiance will be coming up way later, though. So every time you finish a branch, you get a little ending cutscene, and each branch is one interpretation of Demi's story here. So every time you complete one, you get a nice little ending cutscene, and
Really good
you
job.
back out to the main menu.
Yeah.
You have to be a little bit careful in the
It's
main
cool we
menu.
got I couldn't do that if I was trying to concentrate on a game. That's
I
crazy.
mean, he's
Come on.
part of it is he has a
So
lot of
I
muscle
grab
memory
my
for
that I
Cloudbuilt.
just
Yeah.
used, and the backup
And then
strap
also
to
he's
land on that
practice
grass-
talking,
grass
because the
platform,
last time he
I slid it
came,
right off.
he got
So
shit on
hopefully one of those
because
things- one of those
the other
things will go
dude was
right this time.
garbage.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
And the other dude's game crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that first time, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
karma because the other
Boss.
dude was a dick.
Yeah.
It's strange seeing the
Oh,
Cloudbuilt,
alright.
you know.
So, Wogs and I
He
have a
just
little,
launched over the
donation
edge.
box.
Oh, yes.
Every time he
Yeah.
either
He did
kills
it.
Demi or lands on top of the platform. as
That's
he
$5
goes
extra
along,
dollars.
We're just gonna donate $5. So that's one right there.
Oh, lands on top of the goal.
Lands on top of the goal. Yeah.
So it's
Are any of you
$5. We have
guys
2
doing
more
that?
that are guaranteed to
Land on
happen
top
for
of
that
a
full
goal?
damage.
Yep.
Lands on top of the goal or launches over the edge.
What's on top of the goal? On top of the door?
Like on top
Yeah.
of the
Hey
yeah.
Robs, donating $10 and
Ooh.
80 cents up
Oh.
because I'm not sure how many gold deaths I can afford
Good
to donate
save.
for. Maybe after this you can start running Super Cloudbuilt like the rest of us. Hashtag Demi.
Sorry, Maestro, I'm way too much of a casual for Super.
Hashtag love
It's
Isaac.
So hard.
Good.
Cloudbuilt fun, AGDQ cool, hater of Rainbow Guy, I pity the fool.
Hashtag Demi.
Well, I completely 100% disagree. Cloudbuilt is an easy game. We just skip over all the hard parts.
The Cloudbuilt
you have to
publicity
scale
is
and
so
handle
good.
momentum and the physics
Yo,
actually work.
Brennan was telling me he got his ad
No,
that he made tweeted out by the official like GDQ Twitter.
Yeah, that was good as well. Let's see.
Yeah,
He's
we're gonna talk
done.
about corner jumps when
Quick.
they start
Let's
becoming.
check it
He
out.
beat one of the levels I was stuck on in the trailer and it made me really mad.
And this level here is another one of my favorites in the game, and it's for the same reason that we don't really have a ton of large.
Oh, there's a
stages.
great
So
picture
as a
of him
result, we just have to
at the-
play
at the
route
stand.
very carefully and have good movement. And then one
The
interesting
game's done
thing
in
that's coming up
quick
is that
twitch.
this jump actually requires
Yeah.
It's a good pitch.
25 energy.
I do not see the.
I realize is more than 100 energy. So the way
It was
we
probably a
do
while
is
ago
we
when he
dash
posted it.
right before we grab that energy.
I looked at it last night and
which
I
will put
didn't
us
see
back up
anything
to
else.
100.
Well, he just posted the video
Lets
this
us
morning,
execute that really long jump.
or this afternoon.
You just restarted the
Maybe,
checkpoint
I'm not
there.
sure. We'll see.
That's a thing you can do on any checkpoint in the game, and what it'll do is it'll instantly give you all of your energy back. That's another 5 right there. And it does give you a 3-second penalty per death, or restart technically, which makes a difference in IL running, but makes no difference in an RTA.
I'm at 8 hours ago.
Yeah, so that's why you'll see me
What'd you
restart
say?
checkpoints quite a bit.
I'm scrolling down the Twitter.
Portable checkpoints
At
like
10
the one you see
hours
in the
ago.
lower right of the screen.
Just do it and control left cloud belt.
What?
They actually have a 3-second wait before you can restart it.
It's early
If
though.
you restart through the menu, you don't have that 3-second wait.
So here's
Oh,
the
they
first
retweeted
or
it.
second major corner jump. Do you want to touch on that real quick?
Oh, they did?
So
How many
Lewis
hours?
is backing off the platform a little bit.
6.
Demi
6?
when
6,
when
yeah.
Demi is off the platform, she treats it as if what she's standing on is
Pity the fool.
and
Oh.
you can kind of tell
Oh no,
already
he
this
fucked
game
up
ramps
again.
incredibly
Nice, got it.
Okay.
you get a lot
Are
of
these,
height
by the way?
and momentum off of
See
them.
it.
So the farther he is back off the platform,
Louder.
the more height she'll gain. And she can go up to a 45-degree angle before she just falls off the platform. So the closer he is to a 45-degree angle between her feet and the fake platform.
Man, these windows that he has to hit are so tiny.
Yeah.
And like I see him
so
coming
a
in,
little
I'm just like,
interesting thing about the plant life in Cloudbuilt.
Oh,
While their
man.
collision does not affect Demi whatsoever, it will totally deflect your bullets. So I fired that directly at the ground, but the plants were like, no, I'm thinking I'm going to send this into the goal.
And that becomes a problem in like the fog branch where there's a ton of just little scenery.
It's actually quite tricky to make that work well. We didn't figure it out for Cloudbuilt, but it's fixed in Super Cloudbuilt. But it's not that the bullets are affected by the plants. It's more the aiming direction are affected by the plants.
Oh, okay.
developer insight.
Either way, it will totally mess you up.
I swear the game's
Later
not
on.
broken.
Something like Pathfinder tricks.
So wait, the devs speedrunning their own. Oh.
I love Gafgar.
I
He's a
love
nice
Cloudbuilt,
dude.
even all of its silliness.
Afgar is such a quiet little boy.
I thought you made it.
Yeah, where's Coilworks from? They're European, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sweden, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Listen,
Research
there will be more, I
high
promise.
for our favorite
gonna get
rainbow
enough
guy.
energy, don't worry.
I think there's what?
Yeah, this rainbow dude is
Read my
like.
donation.
Also donating alongside you that you know of?
Oh,
Put rainbow guy
I
on
wrote down the names, but now I'm trying
screen.
to remember them. There was Robbie Rat Poison, who's donating a bunch of bananas. Maestro Scar, who donated earlier. He actually mentioned it. Shady Fountain and one other one, Kyle/1, are the guys that are all donating with us. So big shout out to those guys.
So actually, it's good that you bonked there because we can show off that he's looking over her left shoulder now, which is necessary to do a skip back there. And if you mess anything up in that skip, it looks really weird because most runners are used to looking over her right shoulder, and it's really, really disorienting. He has to look over her left shoulder in order to spin around and grab a platform quick enough that he can't do otherwise.
Nice.
Dang.
Platform.
Left shoulder beats, man.
The strats, he's got the strats.
Top tier.
Yeah, sure. Kyle/1, $10.80. Hashtag Demi. Hey, Wobbs. Good luck on the run. Oh, and try not to run into too many stationary mines. They hurt. And Robbie Rat Poison, $22.22. Just says, good luck, Wobbs.
Robbie
Thanks,
Rat
guys. I really
Poison.
appreciate it.
people are hot, so we
On that
do
level,
not
you
care.
might have noticed that the ramp I jumped off.
You guys didn't donate enough money to actually
It's
get
purely
the.
decoration, but unfortunately,
That
I
person
think the
donated
win
$10.
directly at
Yeah,
the
dude.
ramp that's
Never
pointing
mind.
directly at the goal.
I stand corrected.
And an interesting thing in Super Cloudbuilt, the remake of this game, that
And
ramp
we
is
put
not
the
there. All
hashtag.
the other decorative ramps are totally there. That one's gone.
We just gotta wait a little bit. We do
Yeah.
have, what, 45 minutes left or something?
Basically, yeah.
There's a good reason for the ramp, but
40,
it's too complicated to explain.
Oh no, no, no.
Rip,
Actually, I want to
somebody.
know. Please explain.
Nathaniel.
I'm really curious now.
Get
Now
Daddy
we focus
D
on
back
one of
here.
the ramps that was intended.
Oh god,
Horse
what's
and
It
happening?
was too
Oh,
obvious
well, I
to
guess
have
he.
one ramp, so we
Okay.
added a few more to make it like more harder to spot what ramp was actually useful, but we were better at using them than we anticipated. So.
Was the ramp that we used for that skip the ramp that was intended for like our use?
No, no.
Excuse me?
Oh, that's unfortunate. So I have a theory about this level. Was this you guys trying to see how many squares you could fit into a level before the game crashed?
It was an experiment in some sort, but not in that way.
Yeah, because this level is real fun on a casual playthrough because Demi has a habit of not grabbing onto two objects if they're close enough. She'll try to grab onto one, and then
Stop
she'll try to
roasting
grab onto
Dev,
another,
QQ.
and not hit either one, and then her AI will fail and
The norm.
fall through them.
Gafgar needs to be roasted occasionally.
Gafgar, why do you
I
suck so
already
much,
forgot
dude?
it Because
That was what I was trying to
All
say.
he has to
tell
do
him
is
to
just
do.
make a better game and everything will be okay.
Gafgar, why isn't the game better?
I was trying to get him to ask them and just say like, Cloudbuilt's bad. Why didn't you make that right? And he wouldn't do
Why
it.
do you continue to do what you do knowing you
I'm
make a
sorry,
bad
I feel
game?
Oh, this like work.
But that's only because we love you.
So what did you say, Joey?
Picked up, but
Because this game is
I
really
love you
good.
too.
like, but
Aw.
Joey, don't
it doesn't
speak.
game look like really.
This game is actually I feel like a lot of times
You are a
in my
robot,
runs, I
Joseph.
complain a lot about this game, but people don't understand that I actually adore everything about this game, including all the times that it's crashed on me in the middle of runs. And I say that unironically. Every single bug in this game is very dear to me.
And I'm very happy to have
Same.
most, or all I know of at least.
Everybody in the chat, they're throwing out mad hearts.
So
Mad
we're coming to
hearts,
the end of the
bro.
third branch here, which
Mad hearts?
Clout.
all the way done with the original plan.
Cloudbuilt.
Well, the hardest branch is
Literally,
also
it's
the
like
shortest by far.
roasted
If we were to
Rainbow
have,
Guy,
like, a
hearts,
20% category,
hearts.
Everybody would just
Did they even switch the game?
This is by far
He's
the
not
hardest.
even really
And
roasting
if
it.
you wanna
Why
raise
is
this
everybody
with
complaining
really
about
He's
this?
top of Twitch.
Amy's favorite level.
Twitch
I
sucks.
think I
Call Dev, he's crying.
and I spent
Virginia Tech.
Somebody just
3
said
hours
Virginia Tech.
on
Well, it's
like
'cause he's wearing a shirt.
Talking about Virginia Tech the
just
entire
trying
time.
it over
You're right.
and over.
All the most of them have been like Virginia Tech socks.
So here's something interesting. I need to charge up a dash to make that.
They made a remake of this game. I don't think that Dev cares too much
But
about
when
this
I
one.
start charging up my dash, I can then place the checkpoint, and the checkpoint will be placed while I charge up my dash, so I don't actually lose any time for this.
Dude, speaking of remakes, dude, freaking Dark Souls 1.
Out for me, though.
Hell yeah, dude.
Master.
No, Brendan, do not choke. No, please.
There we go.
Nah, he's got it. Easy money.
I mean, he's doing a mega
One of
skip.
the important things about dash jumping
Just
is
skip it the whole level.
there's about
Actual God.
0.2
Yeah, he's at the end of the level.
What a lot.
the dash when you need to input the jump. And
Somebody in the
runners,
chat.
like wild
Thanks for
runners,
participating in the charity
it's
event with
about
us.
1
The
to 2
game
frames
sucks and so do
to move
you.
in with.
Jeez.
And one of the things I noticed with Demi is that she moves forward when she
Brendan's
dashes.
not doing that though.
On that
No,
left
he
side,
definitely
she's not
isn't.
moving forward at all, which means you
I don't think they can see the chat.
Twitch chat is just cancer.
Something like that.
Runner is hot.
If you can't see the animation for leaning forward, you did it.
Rund is hot.
Okay, so that was an
I don't think there was a
unfortunate
runner,
that
but
platform.
run don't make
Yeah,
no
D is
sense.
close to R.
Use- Well, we got
I can
multiple
see
shots
that.
at this, I guess.
Oh, wow. Oh, right.
Oh no.
There we go.
There you go.
And the result is
Bad
saying
mode.
getting up to this platform, and then from here we can hop right
Oh.
over to the finish.
I think Brendan has a pretty good buffer considering he said one of his runs was like
Back
8 minutes
on.
under estimate.
Yeah, but one of the other runs he did the other day was pretty
And this
far
leads us
over
into-
estimate. Not pretty far over,
Oh
but
my
like at estimate.
Every new.
Oh.
What's
Oh, well, I guess
the world record was like
estimate
30
is still
minutes.
fine.
I'm sorry, I've got my
Yes,
levels
yeah, it's
completely
supposed
out of
to-
order.
it's
Oh
one
my
more,
god.
it's one more level.
Should I even play this game?
No, you don't.
Oh.
That's what you tricked me to. I was like, oh yeah.
Don't look at his
Totally
2,000 hours. Or whatever.
So, right there, we can use that as a
2,000
to
more
smash our
hours
face
than I
around.
have.
We will. This is the very
In
first.
fact, if you do that
You
jump too
heard
well,
reports of a
sail
bully
right into that
inside.
block, and there's actually nothing to stop. So you just
Boys.
right off the level.
These people need to get over themselves.
Very, very
Ban Moobot. Moobot sell out.
Vertical climb.
Move out, so
Hell yeah.
For the people outside.
31
This
minutes.
is redeployment. Gaffer, could you run us through a little
I
bit
think
of your
Flashbang Live might be a
designing this
bot.
level? Because this was meant to be
It
like
might
the final
be,
boss
I
that you
don't
have
know.
to
I
keep
saw a
going
couple
back
comments
to.
like Flashbang
So
always
what-
keeping us up
what
on that
made you
411.
Yeah,
decide
I think that's
to
just like what he
want
likes to do.
That final
That could
boss,
be.
and what
It looks like an
past
actual
that
Twitch channel to me.
make it so hard.
cut to high boost.
He lost.
The,
Oh, no.
well, the last part is the first part of this, like ramp he has part asked is that most of the time when you go out long distance, people tend to use air jumps, but they are more expensive than dashes. So the most reliable way to get past it is actually to know that dashes are cheaper and use that. But
Someone nailed his
that's
accent.
actually
Swedish.
more
Swedish.
anticipated. But
Gaffer,
Like
this
the
part-
meatball.
I've got a
Is
question
he
for you.
related
What do
to
what do you call
PewDiePie?
that spiral?
Everybody in
Especially
Sweden is
okay,
related.
so it is
That's
the
just a
death spiral,
fact.
Oh, yeah, no,
He
that's
also
official.
racist?
That's,
Alright.
we didn't come up with that one.
Probably.
I wanted to make sure I
There was
wasn't going
a
crazy.
long time when people on the team had problem beating it as well, so don't feel too bad.
Dota speedrun
It
win.
was the bane of my existence for so long.
So we finished the original 22 now, all 4 branches, and we're moving into what's called the remix levels, which essentially take bits and pieces of
Need
different original
donations, you
levels
cock.
and combines them in new ways to give us new content without Coilworks having to make whole new level assets. And the levels play very differently from any of the original 22 levels, so it's really a great way for them to provide us content without having
Did Joey just cut out for like
actually build whole new levels.
Yeah, no, he's been doing like
Yeah, I
the
can't
entire
hear
time.
nothing he's
This was
saying.
just the things we added to the game post launch and such.
Joey is not a real
Oh yeah,
boy.
these are all free as
he's
well.
fake boy.
Please, Joey.
So, like you said,
He's
this-
just a
this
part
was
of your reality.
past the original 22.
Oh,
Don't speak to me.
22 that were released with the game, and everything past here is.
Is he rhetoric?
Most of it
Don't
is
speak.
free. Only the Defiance
Rhetoric.
is paid.
Yeah.
Rainbow guy, be my friend.
Fog DLC you will get to see
What?
was actually added.
I said
was
rainbow guy,
the
be
learning
my
curve
friend.
game is quite steep.
What if I
they
told
Someone
you?
just goes sub-hype.
More focused on just
Oh,
learning
God.
the platforming and such. So
Did you guys see Twitch clip where somebody donated $1,000 and was like, "Please free the plebes," meaning the normal chat, and the dude reading it goes like reads it and then laughs and then goes,
Is it drone hype
"I don't
here?
think
Seems
so."
to throw out drones like
Nice.
faster than any
Really
other drone hype
good.
in the game. Was that intentional?
Dark donations.
I don't know what that means.
Let's get on
Wholesome
dark
chat
donations.
for a wholesome event.
Call the dead. He's crying. They're talking to the dead. Idiots.
I really like that
That
message.
didn't count. She's grabbing onto the thing. She's not on top of the goal.
This guy said that before. He's being a meme.
Dibby stickiness just
It's a
rolls
Twitch
over.
meme. I've heard it a lot, but I still like it.
So this brings us to Fog
Leave
Remix.
Dev alone. Poor
It's a
Dev.
remix stage. And we mentioned earlier about Demi's gun, how it has various.
I think it's
levels
pretty
of
much
knockback,
become a
and you can
meme
use
at this
that to
point
extra
whenever
and
Gav
jump.
Guard's
But
on
it can
this
also
Cloud
be used
built.
to break your fall.
Leave
If
Gav
you're
Guard.
falling very quickly and you fire it just as you're about to land.
Dev, bullying
And you're gonna see
Dev.
that mechanic used
Put it on
in
people getting. Put it on r/people
So I
fucking
guess
dying.
Slash roast me.
I'm going to need to do a jump.
Hey Dev,
where I
did
will
you
land
read
on a
the
platform
game the way it
such
is?
that I will definitely take fall damage and fall off
So
the map
good.
if I don't do this quite right. So
Dev suicide on watch
Yeah.
walk.
I
Jeez.
missed this in practice. In fact, there we go. Easy. I
He
wanted to
just
drop it
deleted
if I could.
us.
somewhere.
I don't even know if it's related, but I really like it.
That's what Harry Potter casts when he doesn't have Plan B on hand.
They'll just knock you right off.
I believe that. I wouldn't be
sounds
surprised if that was
Jay, were you there
canon.
for abortionist, contortionist?
Don't talk to me ever again.
Hocus
I wanna
pocus
hear
CDB. I don't have a medical degree.
Yes, I've heard about abortionist, the contortionist.
And they also
Okay,
have their own
just checking.
So if you want to pay closer attention here,
I don't wanna hear about it ever again, though.
Bits and pieces of the levels they took since they're only
Well,
from 5
you're gonna
levels.
be disappointed.
No. Never
For example,
again.
there's a building in Fog 1 that gives in Remix 1.
Sucky,
and
sucky,
is
fucky,
just
fucky,
made
long
up.
time.
I'm about to pop this
Yeah,
This is the building
Coca-Cola.
getting ready to jump to the top of.
In all caps.
Apparently, Coilworks
My
didn't
bitch
really
love
like
new
that much.
Coca-Cola.
They're like, you know what? Let's just make the whole.
I love it. Whoever keeps spamming sack. Both the emotes between it. That's a good one.
At this point, we're just putting words in Gapgar's mouth.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about. So if you do a dash jump and a jump here, you can climb right up to the top. And that
Holy
makes its
cow.
reappearance in Fog
Here it
Remix 2.
comes.
It's actually
No
tall enough
bully.
that you can't do that. But we can patch that up using something called Pathfinder tricks, which we will explain when it becomes part of the route a little later on.
Yeah, stop bullying the dev. Feel bad, man.
And the name of those tricks is...
Stop spamming or I'm banning you.
Joey's still trying to talk.
Yeah, so Pathfinder tricks are all just good techniques to use to navigate levels without using any...
Yeah, they're not scored by
Wait, if you're trying to say something, none of us
Chat
can
spam
hear
one
you.
if you enjoy mob mentality.
how loud
It was
the
difficult.
So, first one is
Joey
2.
back.
is not unlike initial entry, the first level.
1, 2,
in that
7.
It's
Nice.
very
Yeah.
linear and straightforward,
Twitch
which
chat.
is, as we
The
mentioned, my
duality.
favorite type of level. Because you can't really
Level
skip anything.
unlocked.
You just kind of got to do everything the way Coil
Jet Set
was.
Radio. God.
Here comes people said it last week.
Make
Just
good
every
games.
day.
This is a good time.
Ugh.
Yeah, everyone spam F. Pay respects for the dev.
I'm kind of happy, but at the same time sad that about other levels.
Lot of abuse.
I think they all turned out really, really well. You know,
Ooh.
besides
Brendan's gonna be
Reemployment,
so
which is
bad when he
people
watches
later
this
on.
recording and we're actually just talking about how shitty Twitch chat is. God damn
The
it.
good part is that
Honestly, would he expect anything different from us at this point?
That is true. Valid point.
$15. Hey Wobbs, here's $10 so far, with an extra 5 for having avoided those stationary mines.
Who's
Thank you,
this from?
sir. You know it was hard for me.
Damn it, that's not one of us.
Come
Do
on.
something funny.
Real sad boy hours.
On redeployment, didn't you?
Oh yeah, but that was on purpose.
Luckily, I think I got a recording of you guys saying your donation
Oh,
stuff.
someone talked about the
Yeah.
Fruit Clubs
I
guy.
think we're not gonna get a red.
Maybe we weren't supposed to put hashtag Demi in it. I don't know. Like I don't know where else we would put it. But.
Other people were putting
I was
hashtag Demi in their
watching
donation.
Mobs practice
Yeah.
for a few months, and
What did you say?
a lot of times he would just
Did
slam
you
his
say
face in the
anything?
station.
Oh, other people were putting
for no
hashtag
reason,
Demi.
and then come out of
Okay.
it totally fine. It would just boost him
I
in the
hope I
correct
read
direction,
at some point.
or he'd be able to recover from it somehow, and everything would turn out okay.
I'm just pissed he's repping VT but
the
doesn't have
first
VT
time I
colors on
remember
Demi.
it was during a challenge where
Oh, that is
completes
true.
the full game without dying
Real
at
sad boy
once.
hours.
Sad boy
It was
hours.
going very well.
Takes
but
time to
he
pause the game, change the
changed
skin.
his mind.
That is
He
true.
did more than once.
Yeah, when you're
So-
40 levels deep into a 45 level challenge and you've run face first to a stationary mine, it's pretty disheartening.
Only
This
sack
level
is
falls victim
God.
to
What is
corner
these sack
jump
memes?
Quite heavily.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, because this is actually.
It's the same guy.
So if I can get this set up, we're going to corner jump right over to that platform over there.
There is no God.
And then from
Real god of chat is Papa
This can be
Josh.
a little finicky because the wall we're going to jump onto has a ton of.
Yeah, I have no idea who Sack is. I tried control Fing the schedule to see if he's one of the other runners, and he's not on there anywhere. So
Ideally, I would have.
Just-
I don't know who this boy
Oh, it's a guy in
is.
chat. His name's Sack.
And then I
See?
could have Pathfindered my way.
Oh,
over
yeah,
too.
but who
there's
is
a lot
he?
of
He's
various
Zach
grasping
underscore
things to
underscore.
deflect your shots or
Yeah,
not
but
deflect
who
your shots,
is he?
change your aim, I suppose.
He said Papa Bless.
I at least just learned
He
earlier
did
today
say
that
Papa
one of
Bless.
the
Weebs
points
Unite.
on that platform actually has collision.
Vohio.
Then you can just bomb
Papa
right into
Bless.
it and fall off.
Oh, that was a fun practice. Definitely.
Yeah.
And then Weebs Unite, Vohio, Papa
This
Bless
is
back.
the last level on the fog branch. Construction. And this is interesting for the fact
There's
that
our
it actually has
Super
Pathfinder tricks
Metroid
in the
bonus
round.
game
So
inside.
if you want to touch on those real quick.
Super Metroid
So
sucks.
Who's Rainbow
Super
Guy?
Walls
Super
for
Metroid's
roughly
actually really
2
good.
seconds.
What'd you say?
If you hold jump,
Who's Rainbow Guy?
and
Rainbow Guy was a
uh,
dude in
you'll
a
notice he's
rainbow
constantly
hoodie who
got
was
a blue shot
on during
charge
the
pretty
setup
much all the time 'cause
phase.
it's not bad.
Oh.
What he'll do here
And people
is
like
he'll
him because
look
he's
back at the
handsome,
wall,
maybe?
jump,
I'm not sure.
Fire his shots,
Oh, no.
run up the wall a little bit, and then stick again.
No, Brendan.
Repeat
Hey.
that
Close
at the
traps.
wall.
Stop messing up,
And
Brendan.
That has the effect
He's got
of
it.
just inching him bit by bit up the wall until
Actually,
he can wall
God
run up
mode.
to the top and be done.
I would also like to point out that I didn't actually mess up those Pathfinder tricks.
Yo,
It was
those
just that,
Super Mario
shots got
Odyssey
deflected
emotes are dope as
Yeah,
heck.
Gun
that's what I was
confirmed.
saying earlier about the fog branch is that they have a lot of little scenery everywhere. So if Demi is trying to Pathfinder up the wall and happens to have her shot deflected, then it's just, nope, you're done.
So this is the first remix level of the fog branch. So if you're paying really close attention, you can probably tell certain pieces were taken. And this is just one of my favorite levels to run. This is probably actually my favorite because there's no enemies to avoid. The route's really crisp. I don't really have to wait around for energy. It's really just a great level.
I tried to play Cloudbuilt, but I did not know the way.
I was gonna say you're getting that one in
Very,
earlier this
very
time.
good
Oh yeah,
point.
in practice every time I said that it would be at the one part of the level where you would actually have to stop and wait for energy.
Are they doing Super Metroid this year? I know last year was the first year they hadn't done it ever.
Yeah, I think you were showing this off to me like 2 months ago. You're like,
Wait,
I love
what?
this. You don't have to
Oh yeah,
wait
they're not
around.
doing Super
And you
Metroid
stood
this year.
there.
Oh yeah.
Because they've done Super
what we think
Metroid
about it.
every single year that they've done AGDQ and SGDQ. except
We've been
for
seeing practices as well.
last year,
A
apparently
lot of
this year.
different paths.
It's been kind of a shit show the last
Yeah,
couple
that's
years because
really
the runners are kind of
interesting thing
dicks.
about
And
routing
so they've
and
said
running
some weird
Cloudbuilt
stuff.
is that if you look,
So I think
at
AGDQ is kind of just like,
there's
no,
vastly
fuck you.
different
You're through
routes for
metric.
any given level, despite the fact that all their times are relatively competitive.
Uganda Knuckles is
This a
overdone
really
already.
engaging thing
It's
when
never
you're playing.
overdone.
It's nice knowing that even though
I'm
these
just
different routes
saying,
are
I
do not know
accepted
the
pretty fast,
way.
there could be another one out there that's 4 seconds faster that no one's really thought of yet.
The way is dead.
It makes going back to the game and redoing the levels really, really
I
entertaining.
think it
It's
is
one of
probably
those
dead, but I
most
still
engaging
like it.
Normie
We're
means
actually in a similar
we.
jump here.
Now
The
it's
one we
Russian
did
Knuckles,
on
where it's
the
just
Daring
Knuckles in a
level.
tank
That
with like a
jump
Russian
required
flag.
150 energy. So we're going to do exactly the same.
But I appreciate
which
the
is
thought
do
of
a
it.
dash jump combo before we grab that energy. So we have an effective 145 energy to work with.
And the fun part of that is that it only
God,
works
this is a
because
very
the
slow
energy effects
strat.
bob up and down slightly.
Do you think he's going to beat the
And
world
when they do
record?
that, their hitbox also bobs up
What'd
and
you say?
down. So
Is
it
he gonna
really
beat the
wouldn't be
world record?
possible Unless like
No.
you know,
You messed
if
up
they just
way
recently
too
bobbed
bad
up and down,
beginning
their hitbox
to-
didn't
I want my
change.
donation back then.
It probably would be possible, depending on where it was.
Agreed,
But
honestly.
it is really cool that
I only
is possible
donate to
because that's
world
how-
record holders.
It's like Mirror's Edge plus Jet Set Radio plus Dark Souls
Plus Borderlands.
plus
it's the little
Borderlands.
things, you know?
It's exactly like that.
So here is what we were
Well,
talking
actually-
about. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you
Plus
were
Ice
actually,
Age for
when
the
signing,
PS2.
you're not sure if you should make the hitbox go up and down.
Honestly, I think there's a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront in here too, with the laser
I like
gun.
it. It's a nice touch. Makes things feel more animated.
Look, no.
This was the level I was talking about.
What are you
There's
talking about?
evidence in
Reference
every
earlier,
game ever.
where they just made it taller. So you could see when I tried to do that same combo I did before that worked out totally fine, I ended up falling just short. So I had to I'm actually going to throw out a checkpoint here. This gave me some trouble in practice. But I ended up having to do a Pathfinder.
Serious game talk only. Thanks.
No memes in chat, guys.
Doge.
Yeah.
Of course. When you set the checkpoint, it always works out.
Yeah. I didn't want to jinx it, so I wasn't going to say it beforehand, but you know.
I appreciate it.
Nice.
So now we're
Good
going
on
into
donation,
battle
nerd.
challenge level, which Gafker, I actually want to get you thinking behind like
He
what was the
speaks
goal
too
of
much.
winning the battle challenges to the game, which are essentially just like normal levels expanded a little
No,
bit.
don't let
and then
Gafkar speak. Bully
does the
Gafkar.
shit all over it. Like,
Oh no. Yeah, very a sweet boy.
It started with me wanting to record a video.
There's no one in the audience because
There
it's
is
fucking
lag on this
4:30 in the
video, so I
morning.
started modding a level.
Yeah.
And I felt this is fun. I should make a
It's
level
like
of it.
they put it at 4:30 in the
And
morning.
then I made it hard.
Fuck, I would be up at 4:30. This would be
Work is
perfect.
One
I'm
of the
at a
most
lot of
difficult
work.
things about this level actually isn't necessarily the
There's only
enemies
like
of the
10
level,
people in
it's
chat
the
talking.
fact. As more and more enemies start attacking,
Yeah, I mean it's always like that. At the
the
beginning of the
frame
game,
rate can chug quite a
people
bit.
pop
But
off,
yet-
and then as the game
Every
progresses,
checkpoint I come
I
up to,
gotta
just to get a reset on those guys and get my frame rate.
85,000 people are
Make sure you
watching.
get the release
I think
all around the world.
a couple
Rainbow
times
guy
Bob
was
was
bringing.
the battle challenges
That's
were
a
made
sweet-
so
sweet
Gaffer
mess.
could see
Thanks
how
for
many enemies
Rainbow
you
guy.
can have in one level without crashing it.
I'm convinced they were made just because Gafgar was like, I need revenge on these horrible speedrunners. I like that story better, whether or not it's actually true.
Let's go with that.
Breaking my game? No.
Watch this.
Watch this.
So instead of dealing with those three turrets, we're just going to do a quick dash jump combo and jump right around them. And that leads us into Battle Challenge 2, which had an interesting issue with its S-rank time.
Yes, I wanted to ask about that. So, Battle Challenge 2, apparently up until about a month ago,
Horrible channel,
had
AGDQ,
an
suck
S-rank
my
time that was
nuts.
unachievable
God.
for normal people. 3 people had it, and it was
I'll be right back.
because,
I think my roommate's missed
from
me.
what I gathered, it was because that
You're gonna miss all the good
so
stuff, Jay.
when Coilworks is setting S rank times, they make the level, then they play through it over and over until they get a pretty good run without any major skips and say, okay, this is the S rank time. And it's usually pretty difficult for normal people. And so they made Battle Challenge 2, ran through the level, got the S rank time, and then added more and said, okay, this S rank time is still okay. We're gonna put it up there. And nobody got the S rank time for a long time.
Is that more or less correct, Gafgar? Is like, or are we just like making things up? Because you know we do like
It's
to do
not
that.
that we explicitly thought this is okay, it's more that we forgot that,
Yeah.
oh, we have extended this level.
And then he went back and played it. So, oops, this is actually a little bit too,
Rip dev
too
guy.
tight.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate,
Yeah,
because I
and
kind of
then-
like the ridiculous S-rank. It's a good time.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of speedrunners actually got the
The
rank,
level
so
for
we felt a
S-rank.
bit bad of making it easier after the fact, but
Pretty-
we actually went back and did that not so
Turned
long
down.
ago because it's too.
Yeah. Forgot that we get sent to the bubble.
First-time players like are not
Yeah.
trying to S-rank the
What
game.
is he saying?
I
I
don't know.
agree, Joey.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with everything you just said there, Joey.
This is UC1. The thing that I just clicked over is a red energy field, which basically just knocks me back and does damage to me if I try to hit it. goal
save the
is
frames.
underneath that. So in order to get there, we're going to need a
Level
display
with-
generator at the top of the level.
The guy that
And UC1 stands for User Creation 1, and it was one of the levels, or the only level, that won the one map making
Where the
competition.
fuck is
that
this
Cloudbuilt
level?
ran.
so there's a level.
Actually, a really fun level. It was designed by Califin, who's also the
That's
best
not
Cloudbuilt
right.
runner by a very large margin.
Yeah.
His talents are many-fold.
It introduces these green jump pads, which not only boost Demi, but boost her abilities for a couple of frames.
Red play.
So,
But
he's
eight-
actually trying to shoot. Got it. So he shot a generator there, which took out the force field guarding the goal. And
Yeah.
He's going to fall all the way down into the dunk, which kills Demi. There's another $5 for charity, but it does finish the level.
So, actually, Gekra, I'm curious. Well, oh shoot, Defiance is next. We'll talk about Defiance later, and I have a question for you. Defiance is the one piece of paid DLC that's available for Cloudbuilt, and it introduces 6
Paid
incredibly
DLC,
difficult
blech.
levels.
Very, very hard.
So one of the interesting things about all Defiance levels is that they
Great
have
book.
no checkpoints. The only checkpoints you have access to are those that you place yourself. And every level you start off with 1. Now generally in Defiance you can pick up additional checkpoints, but they have their own little challenges associated with them that eat up a lot of time. So you don't really have the luxury of gathering a whole bunch. And this is where the major of time losses can occur. Instead of going back 5 seconds to the last checkpoint, you're going back 30 seconds to the beginning of the level.
That was actually made for you. So you have more of a challenge with these levels.
Yeah, and actually, I really appreciate it. The Defiance levels are some of the most fun levels to speedrun. They're not only do they have no checkpoints, they're also just literally significantly longer and harder than any other level in the game. And they
If you
introduce a
want
whole
chat,
bunch of
then
new
you must
mechanics,
pay
from
$5
jump
a
pads
cost.
to
This
very
is
tricky
stupid.
walls that we'll come across later on in the later Defiance.
These both of them.
One of which we already saw, the yellow energy walls. Running of those gives constant boost as long as Demi is standing on it.
Like all.
So, Gekra, can you walk us through a little bit of your thought process when designing Defiance? Because I imagine it's pretty easy to make Cloudbuilt hard. You can just put yourself in a box and put the goal outside, and it would be impossible. But how do you make it hard, but also still compelling? If that's not too intricate a question.
It's a lot about ideas and like seeing things we saw when you were playing or we were playing old levels and stuff.
Free the
we
pla-
can
oh,
build
did they-
more on this.
they
Or
might have
just
locked
then
chat
the
to,
new mechanics, like the new
subs.
obstacles and such.
They do that the
Seeing
whole
what we
time.
can
Oh, they've
combine
done that the
with
whole
those and just pushing it a
I'm
little
just
bit
slow
further. But it's a very tough balance. And it's like it's
The
not
club skated.
me doing all that, so it's
You know
not
the way
for
of
everybody,
people.
but I think the team effort and it's a very tough balance to hit. And we're trying to be a little bit overboard almost with the Defiance level.
Yeah, I can imagine. You definitely did a good job going overboard on a couple of these.
But I think chains definitely just a little bit overboard.
On the subject of difficulty, I would like to touch on, so the Defiance levels, I like to divide them into 3 tiers. 2 levels on each tier. The first tier of Defiance levels are the level we did before this and this one. They tend to be a lot longer and
There's a
harder,
character
but they're
one?
not particularly excruciating. Oh, actually, I just need to add a route I want to do there, but I'm going to have to abandon it.
There's a jump you can do there that takes 99 energy normally. You can try it again.
Alright, I guess we're going to try it again.
But you need to use Pathfinder tricks to get over to the green jump pad so you don't waste energy.
Okay. We got this time, 100%.
Defining
First
Defiance.
try. Everybody just close their eyes in this first try.
It's always first.
I'm from Canada. I know the
So we use
way.
Pathfinder tricks to get here, and we use our 99 energy to jump all the way to here, and then I have about a second to set up a corner jump, which I think I have, to jump to here. Now, if I waste any time setting up that corner jump, that hunter you saw just off to the left will catch me. Thank you guys.
Yeah, that's
People in the back are like, oh, we're clapping?
How much first you can get it.
The like 4
Yeah,
guys
that's
in the
right.
audience
So anyway,
that are sitting on the couch
onto
back
our
there.
There's 2 levels in each tier. And the first tier of Defiance levels are longer and harder, but they're still only about a minute to a minute and a half, and they don't introduce too many of the mechanics, and they don't get especially brutal with them. Now we're entering the second tier of Defiance levels, where things start to get a little bit longer, and Coilworks really
Easy
starts to
clap
take the
first
gloves
try.
off and starts trying to kill you.
That's nice way to put it.
Well, then there's the third tier, which is
Oh yeah.
just worse.
So this is the Defiance levels, on the whole, are pretty good about not having any massive broken skips. This level being the one exception. So a player by the name of Bunny found what is aptly named the Bunny Hop.
If you get this first try,
That would actually be super cool. Jumping between those fences is pretty much impossible. Am I gonna mess up the easy part?
If you get the
we
first
got it
try.
the first try.
so those fences are just as hard to land on as they seem. Their hitboxes are really, really rude. So getting that first try with barely any setup is incredible. And then coming up to the end here, you're meant to solve a little puzzle to unlock the goal and get enough energy to hit the end. But with a bit of careful
Live audience might not
management,
give
while
him
he's
as
running on
many
these
claps,
walls that
but
drop
Twitch
all
chat
this
gives
in,
him all the claps.
He's just going to jump straight to the end like that. And then Pathfinder up to the end, and we're
Okay, that was bizarre.
Oh,
gonna reload some energy.
that was
Nice.
embarrassing.
There we go.
No, we saw that.
Easy.
I must say that it's probably one of my favorite designed shortcuts.
That definitely seemed highly designed. So the
Yeah, it is. And it's but like there you do so many incredible shortcuts that is not designed, but that one is actually one of my favorites that I'm glad worked out.
And what amazes me is it's all done so fast. You know, there's barely
Oh,
any
I'm
setup
back.
time.
I can talk again.
So
Welcome.
we're getting into probably one of the cooler looking
My
parts of the run.
roommate was supposed to be on a airplane
We started
to
checking my gear in order
Indiana
to sync up the cycles.
relatively
Hopefully I'll be able to
soon,
get this first try.
and he was not awake.
Nice.
Wait, what'd
So-
you say?
My roommate's supposed to be on an airplane to Indiana
Oh,
relatively soon, and he was not awake. And his frat brothers came by and were knocking on the door, and he was not awake. So
Go
I
wake
had to
him
go.
up.
Oh, I did. He just left.
Dev team was very
Oh,
impressive. I
okay.
saw the first
That's why I can
time.
talk again. I
None
had
of us
like
can do
4
that.
frat dudes in my living
I
room.
believe Clifton was the one who found
I was just like,
advertising
I
for
want to
Defiance,
talk.
right?
Come over, join it.
It was
Watch
part of your
it.
trailer, right?
What did you say?
Yeah.
Well, I said, what did you say?
Huh?
Or that, no, it's actually part of the
No.
trailer we made after
Where-
launch. So
You're a demon boy.
Oh, okay. Because all I know is that it was
What?
part of a trailer, because I remember
What
watching
did
the
you
trailer
say?
at 2.5 speed trying to figure out what the heck he was doing, so I could copy it.
yeah, we saw it and said, okay, we must have it in the trailer, and we asked him to record it in high quality and use this.
It is
Thank you,
absolutely
Clifton.
fantastic. Actually, design like it's hard enough to execute, but then actually coming up with it from
This is the
scratch
worst
is
poem ever.
ridiculous. There's no
Rainbow
way
guy,
I'll
oh
be able to
rainbow
pull that off.
guy, we love you.
Especially
The
that
meter's
whole
all off, it doesn't
cycles
rhyme.
part.
It's
0 out of
just
10.
unfortunate.
It's a
I
whatchamacallit,
think he
like
actually did with
abstract
that.
poem.
Oh, jeez.
That is true. Very abstract.
So
I guess
right
it's
here,
got
we're
its
going into
own
the second tier of
merits.
Defiance. This is our second tier 2 Defiance level. And next is going to be Defiance Remix,
Bring back Rainbow
which has
Guy.
a really interesting take on
Bring back,
difficulty as compared
Uganda
to
Rainbow
Chains,
Guy.
the other tier 3 Defiance level.
No.
That Defiance
Never
Remix
again.
has harder sections, but is not quite as long as Chains. It's only about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Whereas Chains, the S rank time is 4 minutes.
Yeah, I like that pink Pepe.
I think so.
Dude, yes. Pride, Pepe
So
Pride.
it's
Something close to that.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It's a good name for it though. I support it.
It's the longest at least.
I need to subscribe so I can get in on this
So
Twitch
while
chat.
Defiance Remix
Hell yeah,
is
dude.
incredibly difficult and fairly short, Chains
Post
is much
some
closer to a
memes.
marathon. So it's two very interesting, different approaches to difficulty that we're going to be playing back to back. And Defiance Remix is one of very few levels that every so often I'll boot up and try and do a run, and it will take me like 10 minutes. So hopefully...
5 remote limit. That's bullshit.
This
I
level
want to
looks
take the
so
time to
cool.
also plug Jakob Linke a bit, because Chains is the only level that actually got its own music track. It's the
I'm
long
in,
epic
boys.
level, and it's got a special long
But you subscribe?
track as well.
Yeah.
And Xbox
I
Scouts
wanna-
just subscribed.
I wanna see some messages.
You better post some dank memes.
That
Yeah, you
is
better,
cool.
you better put some.
I gotta refresh the
This game
page.
is absolutely phenomenal. Every single
Post some of them
track in
normie
it is
things. I'm gonna have to
really
disown
great.
you.
And it's like the kind of thing that I would listen to. Granted, I love Cloudbuilt so much.
I'm gonna
that I
post
probably
my
shouldn't post
favorite
opinion on
meme
anything
so
other
far
than
I've
that.
seen.
But I do listen to it.
Is
like
it Isaac
standalone.
is gay? Because I
No.
tried to
And
put
it's
that in
composed by
earlier.
Jacob Linke, and you can find
They
him
would
on
probably
Bandcamp
block
if
you
like
from saying
buy the
gay.
album. And
I've had some
honestly, I would
problems with
recommend
people
it. It's so
being
Gay.
not what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
But yeah.
What you meant.
What'd you say?
I actually love that.
You said it's not what you were gonna say, but it's what you meant.
Yeah, exactly true.
Sack.
Hell yeah. We're in it for the sack,
To the end of the
boys.
tracks, and here you will see this is heavily inspired by Desire, the level we just played before this. Except with a couple of
Where did
at the
my
very
little
end,
couch
there's going
kid
to
go?
be a jump pad we need to get to launch us
I
to the
think he's
finish
getting
line, and
eaten
it
by the
is
couch.
covered by two
Dude,
generators.
what the fuck is
The
that?
generators
What
are
is
in
that?
between two of these
don't
V-shaped
know.
platforms.
Phil?
And on top of that, there's
What
actually a
is
sniper
that?
shooting at you too.
What the
But we can avoid the sniper by
I
going
hate
around
that.
that fence.
Dude, send an SM orc.
If you don't enter the way you're
It's a top
supposed to,
tier name.
which allows
Brendan's
you to
the
make the level
god.
significantly easier.
Absolutely my favorite piece of AI manipulation. It's not even hard. You just jump around the fence.
But it makes the level
Nick,
so
send
cool.
an
Like, I tried to
SM
do that
orc.
level with the sniper shooting at you. I don't
what?
even know.
SM orc.
SM orc?
Lowercase m, uppercase O, RC.
Yeah. The ending is so hard.
It is
I don't know what
actually
that is.
brutal. If you don't jump
It's-
around
it's
the
the
side
work
like that to
face.
avoid the sniper, it can get ridiculous.
Just send
This,
some orc.
my good friends, is Chains, the final level of Cloud.
SM
Now, to be fair, at
lowercase,
this level, it is not
ORK
timed.
uppercase?
There is a short little
No, it's
ending
only
level
the
being
O
played.
that's uppercase,
But
and
this
it's
is definitely the
ORC.
last major challenge. of the
ORC.
And luckily,
It didn't work.
this skip
What
happens
the
to take
fuck?
us right by a checkpoint, so we're going to get a bonus
I-
checkpoint to work with throughout this run.
I've been
Very
bamboozled.
important for the length of this level.
Am I right?
Actually, you were the first
Oh,
one to
maybe
get
it's
the change.
uppercase SM. Everything's
Does it count
uppercase
if you
except the
get to
RC.
the levels?
Try again.
I mean, I got to change death list before the levels are released. I feel like that's cheating
Yep.
somehow.
Oh, I see.
As
Before
long
the
as you
depth.
did it, it doesn't matter.
He's done it. Quality smoking.
That's true. I should just keep
God.
it. So here we're gonna throw down our first checkpoint. About a
Hit
minute into the level.
instance aligned to chat.
And so
There's no way that's
we
real.
still have a very large section
No.
to
What'd
go
you say?
before I get to place my second one. So any deaths.
If
are
somebody said
very
I get
costly.
paid 10 cents a line to chat. I wish that was real. That'd be the greatest job of all time.
Yeah.
Get paid this shit post. Yo, you gotta. The boy's sipping. You gotta sip in Kermit. But that's none of my business.
Yeah, you really have to be on top of your shot
Great
management
move.
here because you have
Very
some
normie,
charge
but-
right there to deal with those like
Forced beams are
purple
not
things
due.
that'll just keep you out of wherever you're trying to go.
So that was a shame. I was trying to jump back onto that
What the
green jump
fuck
pad
is this
in
level?
order to skip
This
this entire
level
section of level.
is
But I actually,
God.
in trying to jump the same
Oh,
frame I
scary
did,
looking.
I actually jumped too early.
Oh no!
So I
Oh no.
lost all my
Saved
momentum
it.
and couldn't pull off the skip.
So
Save
these
that ish.
purple oils right here limit you to 33 energy, which, if you remember
Yeah.
my admittedly half-baked explanation from earlier, limits you
Oh.
to either a dash or a jump. You can't do both. You can't even do the limited dash jump combo because it costs 35.
And here, hopefully, I think this is about as cool as Lightning Bridges. Hopefully I'll be able to get it first try. We're going to build up quite a bit of momentum in through here.
Momentum.
A lot of bouncing off walls, hitting the green.
Jeez,
boost pad.
I can't even
How
track
you
what was
make
happening
that?
there.
Close enough.
He's a speedy boy.
For these green balls, he's been
Yeah,
avoiding
I know what
them throughout the
happened. He
levels
speed ran.
until now.
He went
That was
fast.
good.
Normally, we'll send you
He
in a
ran.
bad direction and kill you. Those
He
would
did
be
that fast.
only intended place.
He's
They're
going
meant
for
to
a
send you in
huge
good
level
direction.
skip here. Just kidding.
That
It was a pretty
I
good
love
one,
it.
Well, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Feels bad.
Well,
That
you
was
can see
the
this
almost
again.
station.
I don't know what happened there, actually. That was just...
Look
That
at
was
him
bad.
done checkpoints.
Just wanted to get this.
Dude.
Sorry.
Exactly.
That was
I just
real
wanted to show
anger
off
on
because I didn't
Brendan's
get
part. I saw him when he
Yeah.
held his arms up.
That's because that was a pretty dumb mistake, but shit happens.
Yeet.
Alright, now we got it.
Oh,
There's no
dude,
way
this
I'll make
dude
the same
put
mistake twice, right?
the little boy with the flexing arms on
doesn't
the
sound
other
like me at
side.
all.
No.
That's a quality,
Okay,
quality
great.
Twitch move.
Hardest part of the level completed.
First
So
try
now,
clap.
There's this nice puzzle section at the end here, which, not unlike expectations, we're going to
Oh, they posted a new picture on their
You can't
Twitter,
actually jump
Brendan.
directly to the finish
Nice.
line.
What is it?
You can jump to this
Just like him playing the game.
which then if you're
Brendan, the new poster child for
Spin
the
up another
GDQ
corner
series.
jump.
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Hell
He's
yeah.
so focused. That's a great
Which is
picture.
not timed.
Yeah.
And so that's another death, right? So that's
4? 5? I think it's 5.
5.
He's down on live stream fails. Yeah, we're good.
So Chains is special and that it gets, or Defiance is special and that it gets its own ending.
But the fairies
The best way
before
to
him
do
are
this
on
is to climb through the hole in the ceiling, which I'm going to give a couple more tries, and if I can't get it, I'll just do it the normal way. Oh, one more try.
That
Like he's, oh,
So if I could have jumped out of the ceiling, could have jumped directly to the ending trigger, but it's not too much longer just to do this.
sad boys.
Time.
Hey, 48 minutes?
Dang.
Not bad.
Good good.
Wait, she finished?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 6 minutes
That
ago.
was really good.
Was that a
Good place.
Yeah.
48.57.6.
That did not feel like a 40 to 57.
That was-
I will take it.
that
That
was
is
really
awesome.
Clap, clap, clap.
Hell yeah. Get all them Twitch
I think
claps.
he's, what, a 40?
So if I just write clap, it's gonna do it.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yo.
good.
So real quick, I would love to thank Amy for coming out and helping me
Hey.
on the commentary, because when the
Shame
event
my
first
God
rolled out,
help
I was
you.
really worried I wasn't gonna have a commentator because I couldn't bring anybody from the community. He really stepped up. He let me teach him the game, and he's been awesome this whole time. I really want to thank Gathguard.
It's nonsense and
Yeah,
nothing.
like,
It just got
It's a
wrong.
wonderful,
Clap.
beautiful game. It is very easily my favorite game of all time. You guys are awesome. Really looking forward to what you do in the future. And I'd also like to give a shout out just to the Cloudbuilt community as a whole, specifically those 5 people who are helping raise money for charity with me and Amy. You guys are all awesome, and hopefully we'll get a couple more games into future events, because this has been a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for me.
And with that, let's give it up for Wobbs.
Wow, we getting their shout out.
Wow.
Is that a rainbow guy
Nice
right
bring
there?
in.
All
What'd you
right.
say?
While we are getting ready for the interview that's coming up, I'm going to
Good shit, boys.
Ad read.
break.
Alright, time to see how many
Nation.
gigs this freaking recording is.